There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check 55 for Mike. I got you. Check 31. Shoot. Rush in. Wide. Get wide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Begin.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, McFarland. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Switch. Do. Check 37.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Howell caught by Wilson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. You're out.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Okay, break. You run. 25, check 25, check 25. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Watch,
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Buddy up. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Switch.
There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready. You think you won't get this? Yep. You think you won't get this? 15.
Throwing again. Howell. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
18.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Howell. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go. Now the room. Get in the weight room.
49, check 49, check 49.
Switch.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Powell nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing after the interception. Howell. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First down, Chicago.
Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing on first down. Howell dancing to his left. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Second and 3. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. On first and 10, Howell. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
31's the mic. Defense wins championships, man. Go!
From the gun on third down. Howell under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 4th down, Howell. This is the tight end, Njoku. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now they'll run on the draw. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check, check. Lucky. You go tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. 53. Oh, yeah.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mike. All right, T.
Johnson's got it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
31's the mic. Hey, let's get some ready to go.
On first down, Powell, and a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. From the gun, Powell gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing on 1st down. Howell. Wilson's got it complete.
I'm all over you.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check 3, check 3.
2nd and 6.
Check 3.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 4th down, Howell. They're able to locate Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now a handoff looking right. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Howell, and an alley to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else.
Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw. Howell, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Check safety, check hard.
On 4th down, Howell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
58 to Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's